Well, hi folks, Bill O'Leary here in this video, and what I'm going to talk about here is the issue of giving to charity, but maybe in a way where you can get something in return. So, quick introduction, my name is Bill O'Leary. I'm an estate planning attorney in elder law and probate, and here at my firm, Legacy Planning Law Group in Jacksonville, Florida. So let's jump right in. So look, a lot of us are charitably minded, and we love to give to charity. It feels good. We're doing good for others, whether it's giving to your church, giving to the Humane Society or other organization. That's great. But there are ways that you can do that where you get something tangible in return. I just want to run through 4 of them real quick. The first is a technique known as a qualified charitable distribution, a QCD for short, which is what is used with an IRA, individual retirement account. So if you've reached the age where you're already taking out money from your IRA because you have to, what's called a required minimum distribution, assuming it's a traditional IRA and not a Roth, you have to pay tax on that. Well, if you otherwise are giving money to a charity, a public charity, what you can do is give some or all of your required minimum distribution to the charity. And what that does is it saves taxes. You don't have to pay tax on that money that you're redirecting to the charity. Also, the charity that receives that money from the IRA doesn't have to pay tax either because they are a charity. They are tax exempt. So guess who's left out in the cold? Uncle Sam. I'm sure I won't get many people crying over that. Also, with this QCD approach, it's a way not only for you to save taxes and to benefit your charity where they're getting all of it without having taxes taken out, but it does 2 things for you. One, it lowers your income, which can reduce your Medicare premium, number 1. Number 2, lower the taxes you're paying on your Social Security payment. So that's the first technique, a QCD, and that's really for people that have an IRA, that are charitably minded too, and that are starting to have already received their RMDs. The second is called a charitable gift annuity. A charitable gift annuity, where you go ahead and you give an amount of money to a charity, but there are certain strings attached. They're going to take that and sign a contract with you where they're going to start paying you income back. It could be for a certain period of time. It could be for the rest of your lifetime. It's a way to have guaranteed income for the rest of your life if you choose. It also will come out at least partially tax-free. The nice thing about a charitable gift annuity is there is no market risk, so you're not subject to the fluctuations of the stock market. You also will get an upfront tax deduction for that gift being made to the charity. And by the way, a law changed a few years ago where you can take up to $50,000 of your IRA that otherwise would be taxed if you took it out and instead contribute it to a charitable gift annuity. So that's technique number 2, a charitable gift annuity. You're giving to charity, but you're getting something tangible in return. Technique number 3, a charitable trust. So here, this is where a trust is set up. You are putting money in the trust, and it's going to benefit a charity. You will, again, put money, or let's say contribute assets in the trust. You'll get an upfront tax deduction, and it's most effective if what you're putting into the trust isn't cash, but instead is an asset that maybe you've owned for a long time that's gone up in value. It's called an appreciated asset, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, because that sort of magnifies the tax benefit that you get at the front end. There are 2 types of charitable trust, and I'm not going to get into the details other than to tell you what they are. One is called a charitable remainder trust. Where you put assets into a trust, and it will last for a period of time. It could be for the rest of your lifetime. It could be for 2 lifetimes, let's say you and your spouse, and you'll be getting payments back from the trust over the period of that time. And then once that period ends, if it's based on your lifetime when you die, whatever's left in the trust will go to the charity. That's a charitable remainder trust. The charity gets the remainder, what's remaining in the trust. The other kind, real quick, is a charitable lead trust, where the charity starts off as the initial beneficiary, receiving benefits and payments from the trust over a period of time. And then once that period ends, then typically its family members will be the remainder beneficiaries to receive what's left in the trust at that time. So that's the third technique of charitable trust. The fourth technique is a donor advised fund, and these are really kind of sort of very popular right now. Again, you give to charity, you're getting something tangible in return. You contribute assets to the fund. You get an upfront tax deduction. That tax benefit is magnified if you put highly appreciated assets into the fund. Again, real estate, stocks, or whatnot. And then you're able to direct where the donations are going. And a lot of the big institutional firms, Schwab, Fidelity, they all have donor advised funds. You put money in, you can sort of determine sort of the focus on it, whether you want the money's going to these kinds of charities or that kinds of charities. So again, you have the ability to direct where it goes, and then that institution will typically follow your recommendation. So again, those are the four kinds or ways of giving to charity where you get something in return. If you'd like to know a little bit more about how this works, giving to charity, but in a way that you do get a tangible benefit in return, and maybe you want to find out how we can help you, we'd love to talk to you. So we invite you to schedule a free 15-minute phone call, and just go ahead and go to the link that pops up in this video, click on it, takes you to our booking calendar. If you've enjoyed this video, like and share, we'd be grateful, and do subscribe if you haven't already to our YouTube channel here at Legacy Planning Law Group. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now, and I like to say in the sign off, go make it a great day and a better world.